Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Afterthoughts. This is a podcast where we rewatch movies, compare our first and second impressions, and discuss a related topic as well. This is a quick little update to fill you guys in on why there isn't an episode this week and what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. My name is Joshua Kazemi, and I'm here with my co-host, Coleman Taylor.
Hi. Happy New Year's, everyone. 2017, woo-woo.
Yeah, hope you had a great holiday and all that stuff. And I hope you're not too disappointed with the lack of an episode this week. We got a little busy with holiday stuff and couldn't get one out this week, so we're gonna do a little thing, and then we'll let you know what movies we're doing in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be fun to do, like, what were some of our favorite episodes of the podcast this year? Our first 6 months of the podcast.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll Afterthoughts our own episode of a podcast, or Afterthoughts.
Yeah.
But not today.
It's great. I've really enjoyed how I just think it's a fun thing to, like, rewatch a movie to discover that you either still really like it or dislike it a little bit, or, like, my favorite episodes of the podcast have been, like, Star Trek Into Darkness and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, movies that I didn't necessarily love the first time I saw them and now really enjoyed them. Like, that's been my favorite thing, to discover that my opinion of a movie has completely changed.
Yeah. Ferris Bueller is definitely one of my favorite episodes because Star Trek Into Darkness was as well, but not as much as Ferris, just because I already liked Star Trek Into Darkness still. It just, I liked it even more after the next one, even if I was initially disappointed. But Ferris Bueller was one that I was just never interested in at all in pretty much any aspect the first time I watched it. But the second time, it was just completely different light, and I really enjoyed that. And I also really liked The Usual Suspects, just because of what we talked about, and especially the topic in that one. I thought it was an interesting topic and just an interesting episode overall. I think it would be...
Yeah, definitely.
I think it'd be cool to do some more with twists. More twists.
And what I like about the Usual Suspects episode and a lot of our episodes is just the idea that, like, we don't have to, or we don't try to, like, definitively come to a conclusion on any of these topics. It's just like our opinion of a movie is this conversation. And it's not whittled down to good movie, bad movie. It's a conversation, and it's, all that stuff. So I appreciate that about the podcast as well.
Do you have any episodes you listened to and were like, ooh, I don't know, that wasn't so good. That wasn't so hot.
I wish I had specific examples, but I remember telling you this. I have plenty of episodes where I'll re-listen, or I'm listening as I'm editing or whatever, and it's like there's an idea that I had that I didn't say on the podcast, but that I wrote down in my notes, or I said to you afterwards, or even before we start recording, and it's like an idea that's present in everything that I'm saying, but I never actually say that specific idea.
Yeah.
And it drives me nuts. Like, I should have actually said the thing that I was thinking.
Yeah. Because I have two that I'm like, ooh, they're still pretty cringeworthy for me. So...
Which are two?
I mean, Finding Dory, because it's our first episode, and I have a terrible microphone at the time. And we don't really know what we're doing, so we're just, like, kind of just word vomiting stuff. But even after, I'd say we at least got the hang of what we were doing, Minority Report, I went back and listened to that episode, and there's a part where I just ramble, and instead of defining what I'm talking about, I just describe it as it. And I was like, man, if I was just listening to this episode, I wouldn't know what I was talking about at all.
That's great. Yeah, I cringe at Finding Dory. Definitely. But that's still, like, one of our most downloaded episodes. People still, like, go to the first one and listen to that one. And It's like, oh no, listen to the most current.
Yeah.
I liked our topic. A lot of our topic discussions have been good.
Yeah.
I liked whichever one we mentioned Bill Cosby in. I really like that one. I think that was classics.
That's true. Yeah. I like a lot of our topic discussions.
It was fun. I liked doing trailers for the bonus episode. I feel like we should try to maybe incorporate that in other episodes.
And I kind of like doing just a bonus episode in general. I don't like that it was circumstantial, but I think we should throw a few in here and there.
Definitely.
So what about the upcoming year? Anything you're looking forward to?
I am looking forward to Baby Driver. Have you heard about that?
I have not.
It's Edgar Wright's new movie.
Yeah. Weird.
So Edgar Wright, the director of Scott Pilgrim and The World's End, it's Shaun of the Dead. Like, it's his new movie. It's first one since The World's End. I'm really excited. I think I like briefly skimmed the headline of an article that was talking about it.
Yeah.
Which is like the epitome of how we get news today. But I think it's like it's a getaway driver who like listens to music, and so the movie is going to be musical, like a musical action kind of thing. I don't think people are singing, but it's like a music driven action movie, kind of like, it sounds a little bit like Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. Anything Edgar Wright's going to do, I'm excited about. So that's my pick.
Yeah.
What about you?
See, I haven't heard many that aren't already staples that we're watching everywhere. For example, like Marvel movies and Star Wars. Obviously, I'm excited about those.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any really outside of that, other than like Beauty and the Beast. I'm super excited for that. Also, because another reason I'm excited about all these movies coming out is because of this podcast. Which means, like, for Beauty and the Beast, I'm sure we'll watch the cartoon Beauty and the Beast. So
right,
and just there's like 3 Marvel movies coming out this year, I think. So that means we're gonna be watching tons of Marvel movies for this podcast.
Yes, perfect.
And then I get to look forward to Star Wars every year because I get to see a new Star Wars episode and watch old Star Wars for this podcast. I just think that's awesome.
Star Wars is going to be like our new Christmas movies. It's crazy, but great. Yeah, I had that on my list. With Baby Driver, I have Thor, Guardians, Spider-Man, Logan, Star Wars. Yep. Those are my big ones as well.
The Lego Batman movie?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I want to love that. The trailers are really funny, and I hope it's really good.
What about Power Rangers?
Power Rangers has Bill Hader as Alpha 5, so I am on board.
Of course.
Sold.
What I'm interested in, but I haven't actually read yet, it's a book I've always wanted to read, and everyone said it's really good. It's a whole series, is Stephen King's The Dark Tower. Everyone says that one's really good, and they're coming out with a movie of it that I think is coming out this year. So that's one I'm pretty interested in, but I would want to make sure I read it first, because just so I can see it and of course say the book was better.
Is Ready Player One coming out this year?
See, I thought it was, but I haven't heard anything since then. I really hope so.
I hope so. I loved that book.
I know. I want to see that.
That'd be awesome.
I guess the one that was at Comic-Con, and I guess it's less talked of than like Marvel movies and Star Wars, is King Arthur. I'm interested in that one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I hope it's a better year for movies.
Yeah. 2016 was not so good.
All right. Is that the show?
That's a wrap.
All right, that's our quick little update. Thanks for listening. Sorry we didn't get you a full-length episode this week, but we will be back next week with Good Will Hunting and The Princess Bride after that week. So that was a weird way to say it, but I'm going to stick with it. Good Will Hunting and then The Princess Bride. Topics TBD.
We'll get back to you.
So don't forget to subscribe to check out those episodes. If you subscribe, you get them a little earlier, so you could do that. And if you want to support the podcast, it would be great if you could share this with a friend or write a review on iTunes. That'd be a great way for us to bump up in iTunes and get discovered by more people, and we can do more episodes of the podcast. That would be great. But thank you for listening, and we will see y'all next week with Good Will Hunting.
See y'all. Happy New Year. Whoop, whoop.
Happy New Year. Have a good one. Stay safe.